up, y'all? Nurse Blatant here, real and registered. And yes, that's a pillow behind me because guess what? I did a few night shifts and I'm tired, period. But I am going to do this video. Consistency is key and I enjoy these videos. So my background is a little different today, but I say this with all love. I am excited for these videos. I enjoy these videos and I really hope with all this craziness going on that you're getting some kind of comical relief. You're getting some kind of, it's relative to what you do and things you've experienced, or it's informative because you're a nursing student and you see what you're going to get into and the differences. So you nurses, we are all together as one. But I must say, different units have different mentalities. And the biggest ones are between the emergency room and the intensive care. Now, I've been in the ER 9 years. That was before. Now I'm in the ICU. ICU, I've been there 4 years. People say, well, why did you leave? It's totally different. And I'm like, well, change. But also, I got my master's in nursing education, so I want to see the other side of things, okay? Like when patients come in and their blood pressures are real low in the ER, the first thing we're going to do is give them some fluids. In the ICU, everything is so meticulous. So before we give a bolus of normal saline, which we don't even do in the ICU, we usually give like Plasmolite or, some kind of fluid. We check in their sodium because if someone has low sodium and we give them a bolus of normal saline, it can affect their electrolytes. So it's a very different mentality. We're trying to stabilize the patient when they come in the ER. And then in ICU, they're trying to maintain the care. Look at the labs. Every day there's blood work. What needs to be fixed? This electrolyte is imbalanced. The kidney function's going up. What's the urine on the hourly output? ER, we listen, you didn't even come in for attention. I get it. We do labs and stuff where the admitting team will see your kidney function and stuff. But if you came in because you couldn't breathe, that's what we trying to fix. We trying to get your life together. Okay? Now you're breathing. So when the nurses from ICU would call, they would ask very meticulous questions. How's the skin? There. It's present. You check and measure wounds when he gets upstairs. Because down here, we don't got time for that measuring tape stuff. We can tell you there's a wound on his back, but all that scar and necrosis and it's 3 centimeters, absolutely not. Because you know why? My other 3 patients are trying to die. 2 more is coming in. This one's blood pressure is 10 over death. So no, we don't have time for certain things or certain assessments. We do the basic assessments that deals with the symptoms. Anything that's emergent. Yes, this may be a little off. The magnesium might be 0.1 low, but to us, that's not emergent. In ICU, we'll replace it because we try to get everything to baseline. So I say that to say, be mindful of the things that's going on in the ER. The chaos is crazy. So as an ICU nurse, be mindful that when you call, don't give the ER nurses a hard time. Like now that I'm in the ICU, when I get a report from the ER nurse, I'm like, the end of the day, I can check the chart. Give me the basis because I already know that this wasn't your patient. This patient had been here all day, then went to the covering nurse, then got downgraded. So now this nurse had it. She went on break and now you're the primary nurse that has to get this patient out of here because they have a bed. So I understand that you don't know everything. I'm not going to ask you the silly questions. And from an ICU nurse's point, it's not silly. But from the ER, we're like, our patient's heart's just stopping. 2 people's coding. The notification phone is ringing. And you're asking me where the intubation tube is sitting. Like, what's the number lip line? Absolutely not. It's confirmed by x-ray. You understand? So in the ER, that's irrelevant for us. In the ICU, it's important. I get it. The lip line is where the intubation tube sits on the lip, and we like to know because different procedures they do, whether it's bronchoscopies or whatever, or if the patient's coughing too much and you notice a different, the tube gets dislodged, at least you know where it was, where it was originally sitting at. Doc, it was at 24. We get it. I get it now as an ICU nurse, but ER, absolutely not. And once the x-ray is done, it's confirmed he's breathing, the O2 sat's good. All the other stuff, if we have time, maybe if we have time, but not when things are rocking. I've had 14 patients in the ER. You understand? At one time. ICU, you have 2, maybe 3 if you're real short. There's no way you're going to, absolutely not going to get certain things out of me. You understand? So you know what I mean? So it's a different approach. So I say that to say respect the game, respect the ICU and why they're meticulous for all my ER nurses, and ICU respect the ER nurses running around, because if you go down there, you notice the chaos, and we work it out. We work it out. We are special people. I tell you, I must say. But some things are not important to us. We can't tell you, oh, if the kidney function is trending down or up, he's peeing. When you go upstairs and you continue to take blood, and then the next day you take blood and you notice the urine output on an hourly basis like you do in ICU, then you'll be able to get a better idea of the kidney function. But right now, my patient's heart just stopped. Absolutely not. Please come get your patient and bring him upstairs. Another issue that the ICU, usually has with the ER is that we oversedate. And not oversedate to where, the person's out. Oh, yeah, maybe. Because we can't deal with, you can't be jumping off the stretcher, agitated, combative with the nurses, psych, wilding out. And we have 3 codes. And no, we're here to save lives. So guess what? We going to take you down. It's time to go night, period. You understand? Period. That's it. But once they go up to the ICU, they're like, oh my God, look at all the medicine they gave them. And now they're less arousable. And now we have to wait for it to wear off to see their mentation. We don't care about their mentation in the ER, because if you're combative and you're wilding out and your condition deemed safety issues, you going night. Period. Like I said. So again, respect the game. It gets real, because we can't have that. I've actually heard, not seen, heard nurses get kicked in their head from down the hallway. Nope, no time. We don't have time for that. We are saving lives in the emergency room. Period. All the other little stuff to get them to baseline of everything, their baseline health, their baseline kidney function, their baseline bowel movements, their baseline sugars, whatever it is, everything's to maintain your health to baseline is in the ICU. ER, we're here to stabilize. ER, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. OMG. I love my nurses. I love you all. I'll see y'all next time.